Hey Scorpio, let's see what's going on for you guys in May with this extra reading for you guys. So let's see, with the Scorpio full moon just passed, what will it bring for you guys? What will it reveal? I feel is more important. These just turned around. There's a lot there. Let's see. My fearless freedom lights up the world. And doesn't it just look like the full moon we were just talking about? Okay. When I accept the love of the universe as my primary teacher, I will always be guided back to the light. My capacity to tune into the energy of love gives me the words I need when I'm ready to speak up, the compassion I need when it's time to forgive, and the power I need when I'm lost, Scorpios. So I'll leave information about what decks of cards I use in the description box and how to contact me for personal readings here. But I feel like, this fearlessness that you just need right now to... This is what the moon's like releasing in you, right? The moon usually represents fear in the moon card or something like that, being scared of the unknown. But when you just depend and you trust the universe here, you are fearless. You are fearless, and you'll find the right words at the right time. You'll find the compassion at the right time. I feel like right now you just, with the full moon, you just need this honesty and clarity, and it's like this yearning I'm feeling. Every emotion sort of thing, and, really tuning in I'm feeling. With it, especially if your moon's in Scorpio, you're probably really tuning in psychically after this full moon in Scorpio. And boy, oh boy, what a full moon it was. I've had nothing but crazy dreams for me. Let me know in the description box how it went for you guys, right? But you'll find the right words at the right time. That's what I'm feeling. When something is revealed to you, you'll find the right words. And don't forget compassion. It's very important. Okay, 10 of Cups, Queen of Swords. Talking about find the right words. It's like this conversation is coming, probably with somebody you love very dearly. But what did I speak of? This openness, this honesty, this clarity. Even if sometimes the truth hurts right now, Scorpio, all you want is this truth, right? Whether it's, you have to cut off somebody you love, or, they've cut you off. You just need this truth and clarity like no other. And I feel like that will come with the moon. It always reveals things to us, but you've got to trust your path. I mean, once you trust your path and truly trust it, when people are stressing about tower moments, you are just free because you know everything happens at the right time here. Nine of Wands. Yeah, look at this. Your guard is up. Your guard is up. You may even come across as, the Queen of Swords usually gets the rep of being bitchy or something. But, you just want straight answers. And if people aren't giving you those straight answers, they can remain blocked. You're not having it here. You're like, okay, my guard's up. I'm aware, very aware with the Queen of Swords. That's very enlightened. This ascension that we have going on as well, that's what the full moon is bringing, along with healing. But here you're just like, you're having none of it. Like, you talk to me clearly, or I'm not interested. I'm ready to cut things off if that's the case here. It can be people doing this with you, Scorpio. If you're not giving them the truth, it's like they're able to use the power of the moon here just to see through it, right? So, I mean, a Scorpio will usually read you before you even get to them. So they know when you're coming towards them with a lie. I tell my children, if I ask you, I already know. So you just tell the truth. It could even be with children with the 10 of Cups here. It can be that, here somebody who has blocked you finding the words here to speak to you. Because, with this card here, and me talking about, you know, finding the right words at the right time. So you may feel like, well, I'm blocked all this time. But, you know, if you trust the universe, you'll trust that this, you know, what feels like rejection and blockages is protection. It's waiting for the right time, so then the right words can be spoken and honest words can be spoken, right? Because sometimes we'll accept anything when we're hungry for love. Once you're loving yourself, you're not just accepting anything. You're no longer starving. You're feeding yourself, so you don't accept this sort of thing. Yeah, Ace of Wands. So there is this communication coming in, these words to be spoken. And I feel like as long as everything is open and honest and truthful and informational, I feel like there'll be no problem. If you try and lie or somebody tries to lie to you, I feel like you might just cut them free. Or they might cut you free, right? It can go either way in a reading. But there's this opportunity now for somebody to come forward with the truth with the Ace of Wands. You know, because the 9 and Ace of Wands makes 10 Wands. So we have this, you know, letting go of the burden, clearing things up. 10s here, ending of cycles, ending of the way we've done things before. So the new cycle of the moon is going to bring new cycles in for you. 4 of Pentacles here, okay? So if you feel like you can't let go of somebody or somebody can't let go of you, it's time to have that conversation. It's time to talk to them. So if, you know, you're waiting on somebody returning, you need to talk to them. If they've blocked you and you don't have an opportunity to talk to them, you need to close down that cycle, right? And trust this universe here. Trust, you know, the universe as your primary teacher, and you'll be guided back to this light. You'll be guided to the answers. Things will be drawn to you. No need to chase them, right? When you realize you're better off alone, as in this 4 of Pentacles, you know, your own foundation being made here, being stronger, okay? When you stand on your own foundation, you can't keep getting knocked off it. So you won't keep falling down that far. So, you know, it's like clarity coming in for you, ascension coming in for you, this wake-up call coming in for you. 2 of Pentacles, yeah. Like, I keep making a decision to move on, but actually I'm holding on to the past here. If you see... Past calling, okay. So if you see here this dark card, and she's like trying to step out of the darkness, but you keep being pulled back to this certain person or something like that. Even though you know you feel like you're making a solid decision, you never seem to actually move on from them, or they never actually seem to move on from you, it seems here. So you could feel like, you know, you're stuck in time. Or you're running out of time here to have this conversation before closing down this cycle, before, like, for want of a better word, giving up. But it's not giving up. It's like we need to let go of things and trust the universe, have faith, and know and have that belief in ourselves that, you know, we will have the right words at the right time. We'll know when it's time to forgive. We'll know when it's time to let go, because we'll all, you know, need to be forgiven one day. So even those who maybe don't deserve your forgiveness, you forgive for your own sanity. Okay, 2 of Wands now. Yeah, so look, it's saying to you, put action behind your decision here. It's like a decision being made, but then it needs this action behind it. You need to physically move on. So that's the Wands. Taking action, okay? Not just making the decision in your mind, but then doing nothing about it, making no movement with the 4 of Pentacles. Put a decision behind it. You're at a crossroads now. So you can work out, have you blocked them? You know, are you ready to talk to them here? Have they blocked you? Are they now ready to talk to you? Or does this cycle of love need to remain blocked because maybe they're not ready and you need to move on. But you've got to have the strength, because it's here somebody's holding on with the Four of Pentacles. And I think the last couple of Scorpio readings has been about this ex coming back. We have the Chariot reverse. So again, we're seeing like unable to move forward or carry on with your life. And again, that big full moon in the background there. So I feel like it's going to illuminate, actually you made a decision to move on, and you just stayed stuck. Or you made a decision to let go of somebody and you still haven't let go of them. You still haven't moved on with your destiny, or they haven't moved on with, you know, theirs here. They keep returning. They keep asking you questions here. Why you blocked me? You know, same person like just rang me. You know, am I going to answer the phone? I didn't answer. I'm working. I think a lot of Scorpios as well have been on this ascension and they've just been working. A lot of the good ones, a lot of the bad ones may have just cut you off and run, right? Because we do have cross watchers here. So a lot of the bad, for want of a better term, Scorpios have just took the opportunity to run, not give you any answers, go ghost here. And they may even say, I'll give you this time when I'm going to call you, and not call you. Just to be fair, I will call that person back, because I'm not that person who wants to, you know, ghost on somebody. I want to give them their answers. So some of you will have a Scorpio giving you answers, and you as Scorpios will either want answers and clarity here. And this is what it's bringing for you. It's now like you're at these crossroads. Are you going to keep holding on with the Four of Pentacles and stay stuck with the Chariot there reversed? So it's holding up all the other successes in your life, all the other things that are meant to come to you. So while you're not moving forward here, you could say, you know what, I haven't had that good money come to me that, you know, was in all the Scorpio readings in 2019. It's like you're holding up your own destiny here, because the Four of Pentacles as well can be like, you know, having to spend and save wisely, holding on to your money and it's not making money for you, or, you know, holding on with fear, let's say, because we're talking about the full moon here. So it's keeping you stuck when we really need to accept and trust the love of the primary teacher. We need to jump. We need to see the Fool card here. Ten of Swords, another 10. Major changes going on for you guys. Major endings, and, you know, people being fed up and like, this is just the last hurrah, right? I feel like maybe some Scorpios are just giving up here. Like, maybe you even feel betrayed by the universe not bringing your person back, or, you know, but I feel like it was all just fear in letting go. So you're carrying the weight of the past with you. So you can't move into new relationships. You can't go back into the old one. And this is why we're seeing this stuckness, if you like. When you're at a crossroads here, you know, it's not sit down. It's pick a path, put action behind it. I've done a video on manifesting, and I say, you know, you have to have, the desire needs to be born. So that's the Two of Pentacles. Okay, I want to be a singer. Okay, you don't just sit at home and let nobody hear your voice. You've got to go out there, sing your songs. You've probably heard the saying, you know, God loves a trier. You've got to put action behind this, right? And you've got to continue the action. You know, fail quicker, as they say, but it seems like a lot's coming to a head here. You might realize you're holding yourself up with the Chariot in reverse. It may feel like, you know, your business is failing or something like that. You just got to keep trying, and you've got to choose in life, you know. Am I going to look out of this window over here that's sunny, or this one over here that doesn't look so sunny? Right? The choice is ours. We have free will. Temperance, as above, so below. So the universe, the divine, does want this for you, right? But we've got to put this action behind it. And if you have a partner who's not putting action behind it, you know, you want a second chance, or they want a second chance, but, you know, one of the parties is not like feeding into the connection. You've got to realize you have to let it go to learn your lesson. And then things can open up and come towards you. This is about learning that higher lesson, this ascension here that I was talking about with the Queen of Swords. Major changes going on, probably in your physical body as well. This reminds me of the Tower card, actually. I never noticed that before. So, you know, this learning coming from this Tower also looks like a mirror. So it could be somebody's twin flame. You know, this mirror's cracked. Where is the Tower card in this? Let me find it, just because I want to show you guys what I'm seeing. Watch it be at the top of the deck. Oh, there's a mirror in that as well, that same round, this continuing theme throughout the deck. But yeah, it drew my attention, so it's got to be important here. What did I say? It's probably at the top of the deck. Where is it? Sorry, my window's open. And, you know, we can't even choose our family, never mind our neighbours. There it is. So yeah, it's this light being shined on this, but, you know, like a magnifying glass here, you know, that starts a fire, and this is the Tower. And that's what I was seeing here in the background. This light being shone on your mirror, so it could be your soulmate, your twin flame here, you know, that started, if you can see here, it started this, like, ticking time bomb, this cycle that you're in, right? So started all these things that maybe felt like your whole world falling down and breaking down, but it's just so you could rebuild stronger here. And this is what I'm seeing. You may feel defeated at times here, but you've got to know you've got to keep going and keep putting action behind it. For some of you, it'll be like, oh, this card represents a Sagittarius, but there's so much more to it. You're needing that balance of, you know, your head and your heart. And I feel like a lot of the time you might be using your head, and then somebody gets over these defenses that you hold up, this Nine of Wands, and then you're all in with your heart and very vulnerable, so to speak. You know, you could be taken advantage of and, you know, drained here with this water pouring out. So a lot of people could be draining you, and that's why we need to wait for things in the right time. That's why you need protection, because you pour your heart out into everything, and people can just come in and drain you. So that's why we need to wait for the right time, or learn to, you know, put ourselves first. And when we can't, this is when the divine steps in with a Tower and tries to teach us through love, and tries to teach us to love ourselves here. So you may be feeling, you know, every time you take a step forward, you take 3 back, and you try to get over this person, but you feel pulled back to them. I feel like you need to let go of that burden to let this cycle come to an end, right? Doesn't mean you won't get a second chance, because we have temperance on the board there. So it doesn't mean you won't ever get a second chance. It means you need to know, love yourself enough to know when it's time to let go. Right? It's like Ten of Cups, so that's the emotional stability of the relationship coming to an end, but the burden hasn't, because the Ten of Wands is showing as a 9 and a 1 next to each other. But the betrayal was real, right? That's the Ten of Swords. But also that's the betrayal ending, because the Tower happened. Something was lit, the Tower happened, so the betrayal came to an end. The relationship came to an end. Have you looked at it like that? Have you just looked at it like the relationship came to an end, but not looked at it like the betrayal came to an end because you was now being protected? And I didn't really mean for this video to go on that long and that deep, but, you know, it is what it is. The message is what it is. Be open and honest with yourself here, and do the same with others at this time. So if you have a chance to have this communication with somebody who blocked you, or this relationship, this soulmate here, who betrayed you, who you can't get over, be open and honest about what it is you want, what it is you desire. Don't take, you know, below your worth. Don't just take, you know, these odd texts or something. It's time we need to start speaking up and saying, where are we going in this relationship? Don't ask what are we, just say we are, like, together. We are, you know, going somewhere. You know, I can take my time with going somewhere, but I need to know that this is going somewhere, or I'm out. I'm letting go of this burden. I'm using this Queen of Swords energy to cut it out once and for all. And you've got to be fearless here. My fearless freedom lights up the world. And that's when you can light up and reignite and get in the Chariot and get all those good things that are wanting to come to you here. Good luck, Scorpio.